Hello and welcome back to the series called The Crease. We are here for Season 1, Episode 4. Of course it's Season 1, I'm still in the CHL, why would it be anywhere else? So, well, last left off, I'm still struggling to get that first win, the elusive win number 1. And, it's really not a big deal. I don't mind, really, the whole struggling thing as long as I get drafted. I think the only goal is to get drafted, and I'm not even sure in this game if it's possible to get, to be so bad that you don't get drafted. So, if that happens, I'll probably be the one of the only to know. So, one thing I did notice, obviously, is that you can't come back from pro. Pro is the lowest difficulty, so if it's still too hard on that, it's a problem. And it's not that it's too hard, it's the fact that I still can't get a win on it, so that's the big issue. Scale back the minute a bit. I went back to 6 minutes, and honestly, I think I might. Well, maybe we'll leave it at 6 now, but 5 might be a better situation for us, but we'll just leave it at 6. Obviously, everything here is fine now. I did get very upset at the sliders, so I'll show you. I bumped the game speed down a lot. Now, my logic with this is, first of all, haven't gotten a win yet, so I'm trying absolutely everything I can do to get a win. It's a little easier to read passes and in offenses and just general scoring plays if the game speeds down a bit. And you do notice it considerably, and I'll show you once it starts. Everything here is normal. And so with that said, it'll be easier to explain in-game. Everything here, I knocked down AI learning, stuff like that. Just anything possibly that could screw me, I just knocked down until I can get my confidence back in this game, because just like in real life, if you have no confidence as any positional player, you're not going to get very far. Just like in this game, I have no confidence, so I'm trying to do everything I can to fix that. I try to nerf all the CPU stuff. Now, I don't know if that's going to really matter if the human stuff is on, because I'm not controlling these guys. So technically, my players will have no pass accuracy just like theirs, but in this sort of case, I don't care. I guess if I'm losing a game 1-0, I still have a chance to get XP if it's like that. So again, CPU, I just jumped everything down, because pro difficulty, it's still too hard. I'm still giving up like 3 or 4 goals in one period, and it's too much. Goalies, I freaked out, just gave myself, again, all the reaction speed, gave them none of it. So, this is what I'm working with the sliders. Again, you can call me fucking pussy for doing it, but honestly, I suck so bad I haven't gotten one win under wraps. It's really, I wish I could say that it's not all my fault, and in a little bit of an interesting way, it sort of isn't. I had some bad luck in some overtime games. So there's 21 games played, but 15 losses. So there's at least 6 games there that aren't accounted for. I don't really know how that makes sense, because there's 5 overtime losses. So I don't know. I have no idea where that other game comes from. But let's just get underway. Let's just get started. Play the Val d'Or Fouriers. Sure. I have no idea. So, again with the boost pack, up to a 72. So, life shouldn't be impossible. The big thing is I'm trying hard to just take this own game with a grain of salt, honestly. I say take the videos with a grain of salt. Well, I'll try to take the game with a grain of salt at this point, because I have so many issues trying to just keep the puck out of my net, and at the same time just trying to help us put ourselves in a good position to win. Alright, so let's just get underway here. No need to bother with intros or anything like that. We've seen it all.
We're here at the Harbor Station in St. John, New Brunswick for tonight's game between the St. John Sea Dogs and the Val d'Or Fours.
It's hard to say to start exactly with the game speed what it looks like. You will notice you move slower as a goalie when the game speed is slower, because obviously everything is supposed to be slower, and it's not supposed to, it's not supposed to just be in one certain area. So when the game speed's a little slower, it is easier to make saves, because you can react to them well in advance. Even if you move a little bit slower, it's not a big deal. And you'll see with the wrist shot power, or slap shot power, especially on that play, there was lift off that puck. You can still lift the puck off, and I've been sniped out several times on breakaways little things like that where I still get beat in certain ways, but again, I'm just trying to tip the scales in my favor. I don't know if you can blame me at this point because I still get to win a game, and what have I played, 21? So we'll get an opportunity here, hopefully.
Wrist shot on net.
And I don't plan on playing like this at all, really, for the long haul. I'm just trying to get a couple of wins together, and then we can slowly start putting stuff back up. But it's almost like I got to put the training wheels back on again. It's almost like riding a bike. I thought I could come on here and be like, oh, we're gonna do superstar because I'm a hardcore player and blah. I have the biggest dick in the universe. And look where I am now. Look at how bad I've been doing. So just like real life, up and down struggles of an NHL player, even in the CHL, as bad as I am, this is expected. This is stuff that does happen. And because of the computers, again, I'll probably show you better when there's an actual example. What is that guy doing on the bench? When I can show you better. This blue line obviously tells you where you should be in position in relation to where the puck is. Now, I actually, if I find myself struggling a lot, I would love to have seen an early goal. What really is a problem is if you try too much to look at the player and try to puck track the puck itself, you can get lost, and it's almost like you overthink your moves a little too much. If you just concentrate on like the bottom half of your screen, like right above your goaltender's helmet, and just like right where that end of the blue line is going right to you, it's almost easier to play the position. And oftentimes when I'm struggling, I'll force myself to just take it very simply and just make it a game of can you sit in front of that blue line as much and square yourself to that blue line as much as humanly possible. And it doesn't always work. It's just a really, it's a posh system of trying to make a save because there's other factors that go into it that this thing doesn't always pick up on. But when you're struggling like I am, it's something that, it's okay to use. It's definitely a tool at your disposal.
Quick shot. Good move by the goaltender using that leg.
Obviously the power play is over. Didn't get a lot. We got some opportunities, but it wasn't a lot of great scoring chances. Repa's been one of my better defensemen. You learn really quickly who your better defensemen are, what kind of personnel is out there that's going to lead to the goals that you give up, as opposed to the guys out there that, generally speaking, don't give up a lot of goals. And I'll make a note to myself for the next video to show you the team itself, points, plus, minus, all those kind of stats, because, again, it's a team game, so I'm only really performing as well as the team will be in front of me. The problem is that I have a bad feeling that in this game, your team will always be like this, even if it is as bad as the Sea Dogs at this point, or, like, say you get drafted the New Jersey Devils. A season like that could happen just because of AI splits in the sliders and stuff like that. So that's something that I fear. I hope it's not the case. I hope the game just does take into account the attribute effects and the fact that you are just, as good as the team is playing in front of you. That's the only way you're going to get things like shutouts. I did try to knock down the attribute effect too, because the team plays so bad. It's almost like they know there are 50s out there. Not like there's teams in this league that aren't 50s. I mean, it's a CHL. It's the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. They're going to have players who are in the 50s, but for some reason our players, I don't know what it is. It's just hot and cold with them, but there's a lot more bad than good. And same can be said for myself.
Chance, good pad save. What a great chance.
We do run into really good goaltenders. And again, it's AI versus humans, so advantage AI. But really, they do have perfect positioning no matter what. You could nerf down their reaction speed as much as I did. You saw they should have 0, but instead they have a pretty fair amount, to say the least.
Gallinut to Hines.
So again, I'm trying to concentrate on this blue line as much as I can. Just trying to take this game very, very slowly, slow it down. and it helps. You saw that I didn't really have to move a lot for that save, and I obviously don't have to. The angle is so far off that I can overcommit and not have to worry about a pass coming through somehow behind me, and then I can't get to it. I can't react to it, or just whatever the situation might be. And again, once I get better, once I get the better boost slots, the +7s and whatever, then we can go ahead and play with the difficulty again, make it more like an actual hockey game. But for now, it's really hard to get good without having some success.
Great chance to bury that.
You don't get XP if you do poorly. It would be kind of nice if the system was XP based on your report card. My report cards are usually generally very good. The game kind of understands what situation I've been thrown into, and it's not like they think I'm doing great. They don't sit there and blow me at the end of every game, but they understand at least. More so than just, oh, you got 5 XP for each area. Like, great. When my XP cost for athleticism for, like, each attribute is almost 320, that's not going to help very much. You're better off just simming the games, which I refuse to do. So that was a good glove save. And again, like I said, it's easier to do, I think, when the game is slowed down, to really follow this blue line and just almost get married to it. You don't have to look up ice at all. Just look at the bottom half of your screen, pretty much. Just pretend like whatever's happening in front of you doesn't exist, because it does get confusing sometimes, and players will score those crazy, ridiculous backhands on you. It can be very frustrating, is all I can say. Any video before this, whether it was the first, the second, the third episode of this series, you'll see my frustration. It's very, might not be warranted at all points, but it's the in the moment, in the action frustration that just builds up and up until one day you just, I don't know, overreact and throw your controller into the wall and it smashes in a million pieces, and now you really just, you don't have anything to do.
Before, shooters have decided to pick a spot and stay there, right outside the slot. Look at the chances.
Yeah, but guess what? You got to
step when the game, again, another point, when the game slowed down, you can make those moves that you want to do. Like, you can, I won't call it dancing around, but you can definitely make those small adjustments and feel okay, before. So, like, that was a pretty bad spot I was going to be put into, missed the net, and obviously attributed to lower shot accuracy, so muy bien, didn't have to worry about that one. I just need all the help I can get at this point, is really all it's come down to.
And this guy is a good shooter. He'll be back for more.
But to just build on that, yeah, you can make the small adjustments that, where when I was playing poorly before, expressed in, can't remember if it was the last video, the one even before that one, 2 or 3, where I was like, maybe I shouldn't be in the butterfly so much. Maybe I should, just stand up and do this. And lo and behold, later on, I get a goal scored on me through the 5-hole. It's just like, nope. You can't have too much of one thing or the other. You have to have perfect balance. But again, it's a lot easier said than done in this game to achieve that balance. So, yeah, I almost got screwed there. I thought I was going to bring it back on the other side. I got lucky. He was still on his backhand. I'm not sure even if the shot accuracy was turned up. Well, the way things have been going, that probably would have been a goal. But with the way things have been going, I'm not sure. Shot accuracy had definitely something to do with that backhand. So again, the game slowed down a bit. Teams a little bit more aggressive, even through the zone. They do lose the puck a lot. If you've been following the series at all, in this video is technically going to be the first one re-uploaded on the TCTV, which is nice. You keep uploading it on like a vague channel. What a save! I honestly, I would not have guessed that would have happened. Since these videos are going to be uploaded to TCTV, I won't have to worry about anything else with the whole, moving of channels, what's going to happen with one channel or the other. We have now re-established and pretty much relaunching our TCTV page, which, it was stupid why I even bothered putting these videos up before without having actually had that channel. But whatever works, it's early on enough. Fuck the other videos, they didn't have a lot of views anyway, so we'll just restart, and now we have a uniform channel to actually, make some clear organization for. And that's something I'm a fan of, is organization. And I am really a fan of close hockey games, low-scoring hockey games, honestly. I guess you'd call me a, oh fuck, see, I knew that was going to happen just when I started complimenting the game. No surprise there. Tried to commit more to the left side, figuring that this shot was going to come in a little bit hotter than it did, and instead it
puck in that high slot
against the
area.
grain
He
is
did
where
with
I
a wrist
went.
shot.
Low glove side. I mean, that's an area that every goalie tries to protect here, but this guy blew it.
The Force offense finally
Again, the
gets
game
it
is slow
going
enough
into
that
the
you could
second
have probably
period. They
made
find
some
the
of those
goal.
adjustments
This is a
to
defensive
prevent that
struggle.
goal
You
for the
got
most
one,
part.
might be enough.
But honestly, that was in
Moves that one
full
on his
speed.
own
I would have
stick.
same thing would have happened. I'd have been screwed.
Tremendous hit.
I'd have been absolutely screwed.
He's got that
So that was a
puck at
good
point.
goal by
That
them.
one's not going through on the pad side.
Now I'm in a
No balance,
situation
couldn't
where I
control
was
it.
explaining before how low-scoring games I'm more of a fan of. Call me a hockey purist or whatever it is.
On that one.
I'm not a fan of scaling down real-life goaltender pads. It should be,
To Hahn.
maybe it's just because
Great
I'm
shot on.
biased because I play goaltender because it's a position that I'm more fond of.
Puck in the zone. He's got it. Quick opportunity.
I
That
should
one
have
is
gotten
just
scored on that
wide.
one
And
too.
you know the
But
goalie breathed a sigh of relief on that play.
Shot score.
unbelievable. See, this is the kind of shit that I now cannot handle. What was I doing wrong there? I don't know.
Shot taken and a goal scored. That's pretty goal.
And Garrett, it's a fine line. We talk about it, and this goalie knows it. A lot of times you got to.
I don't know how that went in the net. Could somebody explain to me how this puck goes into the fucking net? I don't
Now
even
the
care.
question is, will there be an
There's no
answer to
point.
this 2-0 lead?
Yeah,
I'm
will there
pretty
be an
sure there's
answer?
no
And will
point to
these
this.
guys, now that they're up
I don't get
by
XP
two,
for
will
letting
they
up 2
relax?
goals either. I'll show you at the end of this. If by some miracle I'm able to only allow these 2 goals, I'll show you. The XP is trash still.
Good defensive play to break it up. That
God,
one
this
went wide.
fucking team sucks. I have no other explanation for it. I suck, but the team fucking sucks too. Like there's no one's hiding from this shit.
Takes that puck into the
Walking it in,
offensive zone where he can
nobody
score.
is going to put a body on him. Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
reach
Go to
on
the
that
boards.
one.
Thank you. Up. Nope. Still can't get to the puck. Fuck team morale. I can't do
Change of
anything right.
territory. To King.
Nobody's going to play
To
well.
Cooper. Snap that one. Ove Kubel. Pass up that wing side to Henley. Went wing to wing with that one. Cooper. We're going to hear the horn here shortly as we're running out of time in the second period. He's got the puck. Can he clear? On the charge. 3-on-2. Wrist shot. Pass.
Alright,
Bouncer.
so at least I know my 5-hole still works after that, but it might be a little too late.
Expected a
The
tight
team
game, and after 2
doesn't
periods of
really
play, that's
score
exactly
very
what
well.
we've got.
Like there's
2-0 after 2.
there's times where they
Forest
look like they
performance
are
through the first
a
2
pretty
periods
good
are
offensive
pretty
team,
darn good.
but
Love the way they
again,
finished the
it's
second
just
period. They
it's
started
so
to control the
streaky,
play.
and
This team
maybe it's
deserves to
why
be
our
better
record is so
Our
shitty.
drop
Like I
period's
can't
underway.
describe it. There's no description for a
snapshot
team like
off the
this.
blocker.
This fucking puck. I was just
That's
expecting that
goaltender
to go in,
coverage right
but
there. We got a face-off.
whatever.
As we come to the
There's
end
just
of the
not.
second period,
There's really
both
no
of these teams
tenacity
hoping
on
they'll
this
find
team.
a
Like there's
little
nothing.
offense in the
We can't
third.
come
Now,
back,
they're playing to their
and
character.
in
Both
the
of these
rare
teams were
occasions
built
that
on a defense
we're
first
actually
mentality,
ahead,
and
it's
that's
only a
what
matter
we've
of
got.
time until we cough it up. I mean, it is really just like a constant
Loose puck, he's
choking
got it.
with this team. I feel like I'm gasping for fucking air. Those auto poke checks do help, still on the post, but what does happen too is if you're doing this and a pass comes out the other side, you're slow to react to it anyways, but the computers they'll hunt you out for it pretty quickly. The computers on any difficulty are absolutely relentless. And again, that's why I try to tip the scale towards my favor, ruin their sliders, whatever it might take.
Into the zone. Offense is on him. Got to move it.
Does it work? I guess. I didn't give up a lot of goals so far. It's only 2. I mean, realistically, if I gave up 2 the rest of the season and I got my goals against average down low enough, you could start blaming the team at this point. But really, now that I think about it, all that I'm doing is, yeah, I limited their CPUs from scoring on me, but then I just limited my own CPUs. My own computers aren't going to start scoring now at all. So yeah, I might be able to have a little bit of a better stat line, but now they can't score. So is this just like a revolving door effect? Like, am I really me? This is the deep, thought-provoking questions that you ask yourself when you're on basically a 22-game losing streak now, it will be. Unless we pull off something miraculous. There's still half a period left of hockey to go, but I'm just such a fucking pessimist that it doesn't matter. At least what I think.
That ends that offensive attack. Frazier. Nice touch on the long pass rink wide. Offensive opportunity, 3-on-2. Picks it up in the slot.
See, if he didn't muff that pass up, that would have been a goal. And I knew it was coming. I moved over as quick as I could. And again, game speed does have something to do with that, but if the game speed was all the way up, hell, I probably wouldn't have moved over at all because my brain reacts one second later than what's happening on the ice for some reason. It really shouldn't, but it's what I've noticed after a while. I might have some early onset, fucking dementia or something. Some type of brain disease that's screwing my reaction. My motor skills are dropping. That's what I was thinking of. My motor skills are completely gone, no matter how slow it is.
There's a point man looking for a little room. Blocked.
So we're attempting to win this game, and I don't know if it's just me or what it is. Team's just... Ever since the power play in the first period, it has not been the same. It has been a lot of nothing. Now look at this, the fucking puck's just sitting there, guys, skating over there. Pretty much gallivanting, not really, wasting a ton of time here. So. That would have been a nice one-timer. I'd have loved to have seen that.
Carrying up the neutral zone along the boards. Great leg save. Nice pass off the wing. That's tough territory. Great save.
So that's great. When I can trust my glove, so I don't have to go commit that far over. Like if the shot is out there, and I don't have to fucking go all the way over here practically to save it. It just opens up this side of the net for him to fucking bury it because that's what computers do. And that's great. That's what I want realistically out of this game. But again, it's so few and far in between. Like, I'm not going to get those saves if I can just screw something else up. Look at that. I can't fucking do anything right. I can't do a fucking thing right in this game, and it's the most comical shit ever. We might as well just rename this series. Is it going to be possible to win a game? I don't think so. I don't know why it's this hard. I really don't. I have no idea. Like, I'm screaming. I'm fucking dying for help. I'm fucking drowning right now in this game. It is not fucking working. I am not fucking winning a single fucking thing in this shit.
Needs to get rid of it. To Repa.
Like, the only excitement is, can I win a game? And when I can't do that, there's gone. Like, there's no excitement in this game mode. When I can't win a game, that's pretty much it. Like, it seems like such a fucking small task, but it's like, it's so elusive. Why is it so elusive? I have no idea. I have no words.
You gotta earn the territory. Look at that fight going on in front. Breaks up the play in his own end. He'll carry that through the middle. Found some room in the offensive corner as he went wide with that dump. To Frazier. To Hines. 2-on-2 the other way. Should have had a goal right there.
Yeah, should have, could have, would have if he'd hit the net.
Alright, so we're done here. Again, not a bad report card, but once again, I'll show you the XP.
They're gonna have a hard time
even shots. It would have. You could have fooled me with the even shots. Great. Let's look at the XP. Oh, well, actually, not too bad. 20s in each area. Okay. Not the worst, actually. Go figure. Yeah, 3 goals against average. Nothing good here. It's been such a fucking struggle. This has been the most of a fucking struggling game. Such a fucking issue over and over again. Can I win a game? No. Why not? I don't know. Every time, it's just miserable. Management's up to +1 now. It was a +1 before. Maybe I'm fucking going. Oh, now it's mine. Look at that shit. Look at what just happened to my fucking likable fucking meter. Jesus Christ. The fans want me fucking dead, teammates think I'm an asshole, and management is one step away from fucking demoting me to shithead. Great. At least my family still likes me. Awesome.